Good day, and welcome back to the crazy, cooking, cowboy, camping, somewhat wild. Here in Norfolk, I am, and I have the skillet on the go. Just waiting for that fat to get nice and hot, proper hot, because I have two equal. These are, look at them, right? Look at them. Look at the size of my finger, right? They're duck breasts, Gresham duck breasts that you get here in the UK. £4.50 from Aldi. Now I know I had duck breast in Nimes, France. Look at the size of that duck breast. That was a kilo. You'd need 8 of those. But I am going to make you a very succulent meal, which is going to consist, that's smoking of, I've seared it with my knife, salt and peppered it. Oh, and that's what you guys like. You get the sizzle. You always get a little bit of sizzle, always. And that is it, sizzling, sealing that proper, so that gets proper crispy and succulent. And then I can come over and prepare my chestnut mushrooms right here. I have my bean sprouts right there, ready for the pan. And oh, where are you going, mushrooms? They're trying to run away. They are trying to get away from me. Me chestnut mushrooms, me spring onions, and me fresh noodles. Right, now that's, oh, I forgot something, man. Oh, it smells good. Oh, mate, that smells really good. Look, and that is proper heating, proper fasting that olive oil, just sealing them in there. Now, they're not going to be on the heat for too long, guys. They really aren't. As I am not. I'm just going a bit skew with this selfie stick and the handle. I've got a lot to do. It's been a hard day, sitting drinking beer in the sun. You try doing what I do. And then sit and talk to a camera and see how you get on. I've actually watched thousands of people on YouTube that try to do exactly this. I last seconds, I can't watch them. I think most YouTube, I've got a couple that I watch, yeah. Well, most YouTubers do get whatever and put the camera on. And seriously, guys, I wish you hadn't. It's terrible. It is. Right, they are literally there, seconds. We'll give them a little turn, and that is what I wanted. I wanted that fat to get some colour and just crisp up. That is all I want. That's all I'm... And you can see there's more oil in there now, more fat. And that's what I really want, because those duck breasts will kick out that fat, which is what I want, because I want to soak these mushrooms and these bean shoots in the duck fat. Juices of that duck, all of them. So that is it. So when that duck is cooked, it will be rare in the middle. I will take that off the heat. I will, in seconds. And then I'll use the big pan, man, to put that fat and cook my duck and my bean sprouts. So give us a second, because I've got to do some chopping. Righto. Wow. Wow. 2 duck breasts off the pan. Right there, man. Get all that fat in that pan. Right there. Whoa. Now while that pan is heating up, what you need to do is add your bean shoots. That is enough bean shoots. And then obviously if you're the man with a plan, like me, you'll have so many hands, you won't know what to do with them. Now, simple. I just pick my mushrooms up. I was going to put them in there with a knife, but no, I'll just pick them up in there. There's my duck breast, which I will slice in a minute, but in the interim I've got my fork. I have a little stir to get, you can take it off the heat so we don't tip it off. So all them mushrooms and them bean shoots just get covered in all that duck fat, so they'll cook in all that duck fat flavourings right there, so we will not be losing any flavoursome items. Now, and now while I have my fork, duck breast on there, I will use my fork and my knife and I will slice that into some nice slices. Also, I will get me spring onions right. So that is it, spring onions, duck, and then me noodles. And then there's a bit of sauce in there somewhere. I bought this sauce for £1. Aromatic and rich soya garlic stir fry sauce. So I've got soy sauce there. I'll see how I get on. I have a boot full of empty bottles for very good reason. I am the new Floyd, Keith Floyd. It was alright, Keith, he won't mind. I say he done this in the 70s, I think. I'm doing it in the what would you call our years? I'm doing it in the woke years of society. Nothing ever changes, guys, nothing. Life is still basically the same as it always has been. We eat, we drink, we piss, we shit, and we shag. That's it. Everything else is a muddle, isn't it? Whatever you want. So, well, I'll slice them up. Oh man, just listen to the sizzle away. Just want that moisture to come out, the water out the bean shoots, it'll absorb all that fat. There's a little bit more. That's just wonderful. Oils and fats are basically quite essential for your body. I know most people have too many of them, but that's most people. I probably have too many now, saturates and all the rest of it. But I never had them when I was younger, when I was growing. So that's quite good. So I'm going to chop them, I'm going to slice them in a nice manner to put in there. Now the best thing about this meal is bean shoots, mushrooms, duck, spring onion, as I have chopped them in a very nice manner. And that duck is, you need it raw in the middle. And I've chopped them spring onions just nicely in a nice shape or manner. Now, how are we going to do this? Because I need me chopping board, I need control of the camera, and I need me knife. So we can do this. Get that in there. Now the best thing about all these things, you just go for a spin. The best thing about all these things is duck, spring onions, mushrooms, bean shoots take minutes or seconds to actually cook. Oh look. And I'll take it off. There is a high heat, that's what we want. We don't want to cook nice and slow, we want to cook nice and hot. Hot heat, everything's sealed and cooked in there. And like I say, I'll just move it around the pan. Wow, how good does that look? And I'll just cook that for a minute or two, literally, just to everything soften. I don't want to overcook, especially that spring onion, just want it to soften. So when I bite into it, I get that sharpness of the spring onion. So that's me. So literally, all I need to put in there now, literally don't want to give them too long, half a pack of noodles, and then perhaps some of that gunk, perhaps. But look at the colours, look at the duck, the rareness of it, man. Whoa. And the noodles, again, more colour, going in there. Obviously that noodles is just bulk to absorb the sauce I'm now going to put in, to give you lots of different flavours. So when you eat that, you really will go, whoa, that's wicked, that is. Right, in goes, I think, the aromatic gear on the top. Saves me cooking garlic, doesn't it? There you go. Not too much of the aromatic gear. And light soy sauce. Oh, mate, that is sizzling away quite nicely. That is not a fine wine. That is not. That's just stuff that you just gazunk. You just drink that as quick as you can. It's awesome. Ice cold, that goes down quicker than a Thai horse draws. Yes, they do. They do. They go down quicker than a Thai horse draws. They do. Oh mate, I can't believe I've worked that little expression into me vlog. Now, I've got loads of food there, guys. Now, I'm going to put back in the fridge my cherry tomatoes and my bistro salad, because that's what I really like. I've got my tub, look. And what I tend to do, a whole pack of tomatoes, right, and I'll put that in there, a bit of olive oil and a bit of vinegar, and that's me. I'm happy. That is wicked having that salad with them tomatoes. It really is. And that. Right. What have I got to do now? I just lost my mind. Oh man, I've got this backlog feeling, which people have smoked regarding the oh man, I'm getting it right now, that experience, which is weaker and weaker and weaker, but I can feel that there's something there. Oh man, to the acid lady, whoa, that's what I'm just getting. Ah, no matter what you're doing with your life, you just like, well, all of a sudden you're like, it just takes me back, man. It's there you go, I lost my mind, man. Poisoning from THC, that's what they use. And it comes very sharply, very softly. You don't know, that literally that just happened. It's nowhere near what it used to be, but it's still something in my bloodstream. And I believe that is something that I've picked up by being in Thailand and just smoking anything, man. I think, like I say, I've been THC poisoned. And every now and then, that was the first of the day, it's like all of a sudden I'm perked up and then, oh bang, you start getting weird visions in the back of your mind. That's what starts happening, and you just can't think straight, you can't think of anything. Decision making is, you literally don't do. If you're driving, just pull over, or whatever you're doing. Oh man, that's strange, that is. Oh, I thought I was over it, but no. It's the one thing I like out of my system, out of my body, is the THC poisoning from Thailand. Oh, man. Oh, it ruins your day. Don't matter how upbeat you are, what you're doing, all of a sudden you just get brought down to earth, I guess, with a bump. That's just what's happened. And now, couldn't be bothered about anything now. With that food, it was quite something. Whoa. Marijuana poisoning is not a good thing. And I'm surprised more people in Thailand haven't actually come out and spoke about it. I think I'm about the only one. But then that's the case all the time, isn't it? I make vlogs that other people perhaps aren't making, or whatever, you know. Whoa. But that's what it does. It just takes all the joy out of my life now. Like, I don't really feel like talking to a camera. I don't feel like doing anything now. Whereas literally a few minutes ago, I was like on one, man, like being myself, being normal, being plain. And that's what I like about myself, is having that. I don't like it being taken away. Oh, right, one final little stir. How are we doing? I mean, if this ain't going to cheer someone up, mate, that does look normal. Normal. That looks awesome. That does. That looks really good. And you can see the sauce is now soaked through. Everything is colorised, dare cook, and that is, guys, that is that is done. That is a tasty looking meal. Man, it really is. Now, I do have my tin plates, which I use to put my pan in, man. Then, oh, it's weird. Then, right, there's nothing in there. Make sure there's no. And there is. There's mosquitoes. They still get in there. Out. Yeah. Fuck it. I want them out so I can close the boot with food and whatnot. Okay. Let's see what this grub actually tastes like. I've got new neighbours next door. They've changed from when I got here. Oh man. Oh man. Did I finish that beer? Too many beers. I'm serious, I nearly clicked the button. That's what that does. Makes your head go in a spin. I nearly clicked the off button, guys. Just then, for some weird reason. It's like having altitude sickness. You don't have proper control over your mind. You're like, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, that. Now that has changed things a bit. That's lovely. That is, that's really nice. Proper noodles. Sauce, brilliant. Mushrooms, you can still, the sauce on them, but you can still get that mushroomy flavour coming from the mushrooms. But sometimes you don't. And the duck, that was really good. I'm really happy with my little meal of campsite delights tonight. Wow. And hopefully this bloody THC poisoning will go away. Hopefully it will. It's a weird thing I have, man. For someone like me, just like full up, it'll just bring you down to your knees, and you won't have anything for a few minutes. I think that's why I let the camera just roll. You probably see the difference. I don't know. I can feel the difference in me. Whether or not you guys see it, I don't know. You'll have to let me know. I tend to lose me interest to a point. But one thing is for sure, I sure can cook. That is quite something. And hang on, where are we? We're still on. I'm in the red, but look, my campsite here. Kids are quiet. People come and they just come to camp up. The tents are parked up, and then they got their tents, man. It's just a wicked place. Kids will probably go out and play in the river. Kids are alright, they got to bed early, it's quiet. Wow guys, battery and SD card. So cheers. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, bon appetit.